that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Parker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will come out first. Over the years, the field hasn't meant much. The road team has won the last 3 clashes for the Cyhawks.
And last year's was improbable because Iowa State, they nothing. If Iowa was better in the red zone, the game would have been over. But Rocco Beck came up absolutely clutch. Goes down the field with less than a minute, Palmer. And the always reliable kickers. Yards for the win at the home.
Yeah, I think this was the game that really showed Matt Campbell and his team that they had what it takes to win these tight, close games against really good opponents and really good defenses in a big moment, like what you just talked about with Rocco Beck putting his team in a position to win that game. Iowa State had a special year reaching the Big 12 title game a year ago, but this was one of those games early in the season you knew there was something special about this team.
The Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Runs through the tackle. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on it.
They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way, and when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and you know, people in Iowa, they just love football, and this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much. And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Second down coming up.
Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. And he's still running after the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And you used to see the jet sweep as a play that I'm going to get outside and get big gains. Now it's so tough. Do you want to stack up the middle? Fine. We'll run it outside, get the 1st down. Really tough to stop.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Gill. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Brought down at the 33-yard line. Brings up second down.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. He leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch, and they can score more points.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Moulton. Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Iowa State's offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Run in the red zone, it's Moulton. Stay on the attack from there.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go right back to him. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
The Hawkeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Set to kick this one away.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Beck saved his best for last in 2024, 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Sowell. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. It's Beck. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer to a drive there of 84 yards. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Using his legs, it's Moulton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Find some fresh air. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Moulton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the right, and he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And listen, I think the offense did a really good job isolating that running back on a linebacker, running the angle route, had him open. Running back's there. You got to make that play, man. Had a chance after the catch to do some damage.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the ground, it's Moulton. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll line up for a second down play. Just keep slinging it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Marches ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive.
Touchdown, Iowa! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Beck. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver of the middle of the field.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Got the quick pass. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To throw, it's Beck. Got the back over the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose it.
Run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Grabbed over the middle. It's Townsend. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a good gain. So So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On third down, going up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass.
Tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They go to the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Dumps it to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Kick is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Moulton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Beck. Using the quick game.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's decision there by the quarterback.
He'll pull it on the read. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Sowell. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. Rushes on him. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for the edge on the jet sweep. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And I love when defenses have a plan and they know what they're going to get. They see the jet sweep. They're not caught off guard. Nice job setting the edge, rallying, running to the football, and getting the guy on the ground.
See if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Quickly complete.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Sowell. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Beck. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Sowell. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the 1st down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Cyclones started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The Hawkeyes are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They'll go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Grabs it in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but is able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep fighting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't...
This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
So that touchdown was big, but just as big, this two-point conversion attempt to try to get it to a one-possession game. Dropping back, it's Beck. He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Hawkeyes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Gill. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Pulls it in and looking upfield. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. He goes down at the 37 after a 5-yard pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quick completion on the out. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Completes it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Makes the catch. It's Sowell. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal.